How about that? The Chiefs get it done in overtime. 30-24. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us here on this post-game reaction edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. What a game. This is going to be a game, folks, that I think we're going to remember for a very long time. A back-and-forth affair. Mahomes playing very well. Baker Mayfield was very good on the other end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you had the Chiefs going into the fourth quarter, down 17-10. They get a touchdown. They tie it. Then, shortly thereafter, they take the lead. They go up 24-17. And then you start to think, all right, the Chiefs are going to put this team away. And then it didn't happen. The Bucs ended up getting a touchdown close to the end of regulation. They opted not to go for two, settled for the extra point. We play overtime, and 15 did his thing, leading this team down the field. Game-winning walk-off score by Kareem Hunt in overtime to get it done 30-24. Just outstanding from the Kansas City Chiefs, what we saw today. And offensively, you could argue this might be the best the offense has looked all season. Patrick Mahomes, folks, the streak is finally over. Did not turn the football over. 34-44 through the air, 291 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also had 9 yards on the ground. Did get a little banged up with that ankle, but he did come back in. Didn't even miss a single snap after just what was an amazing touchdown pass he had to Samaje Perine, where he just flipped it up in the air and was showing Mahomes' magic off with that one. Kareem Hunt, we mentioned the game-winning touchdown. He had over 100 yards on the ground. And then you talk about big-time players making big-time plays in big-time moments. That's what the Chiefs' offense did. Travis Kelce, he had 14 catches tonight for 100 yards. In the first 4 games of this season, he had 15 total catches. He almost matched that tonight alone with the performance that he had. DeAndre Hopkins, his first game in Arrowhead as a member of the Chiefs, he showed the difference maker that he is going to be for this Chiefs team with a big game, 8 catches, 86 yards, had a big 35-yard grab. He had 2 touchdown scores. DeAndre Hopkins was spectacular. And the defense, I know they gave up 24 points, but they made enough plays when it mattered. You had Drue Tranquill leading the team in sacks with 7. He also had half a sack as well. 7 tackles, that is. King Felix had half a sack today with 4 total tackles on the night. George Karlaftis made some big plays. He had a sack and 4 total tackles. Big win for this Kansas City Chiefs team. They're still undefeated. They're 8-0. Everything is in front of them. An overtime win in these circumstances, that makes you feel good. It makes you feel great. What is your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' performance against Tampa Bay? My one word is amazing. That was simply amazing, what we saw from the Kansas City Chiefs to find a way to get it done under these circumstances. I thought it was an amazing night. Give me your one-word reaction in the comment section below. Folks, no better way to celebrate a Chiefs win than to sub for Chiefs dubs. We had an incredible watch party on Monday night. It was our best watch party of the season. We had close to 200,000 people watching. We made over $1,000 in super chats. It was an incredible night. And if you missed out, that's okay, because we've got watch parties throughout the entire season here on the channel. In addition to bringing you our daily news and rumors, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, it's all right here on the Chiefs Report. Sub for dubs. We're so close to 61,000 subscribers to the channel, but we need your help to get there. Sub it up. Join the family. Subscribe now for free. You'll be glad you did. My guy, Mahomie, this guy is different. He is just built different. And I was saying to Big Tex as this watch party was going on, you got 15. He's going to find a way. There's never a doubt. Even when they didn't set themselves up for a game-winning field goal in regulation, you knew that he was going to find a way. When they got to overtime, they got the ball first. You're like, all right, this is game over. 15's going to finish them off right here. And this was, without a doubt, the best performance we've seen from Patrick Mahomes this season. And not just because he didn't turn the football over, but he made consistent plays. He did those magic things that only Mahomes can do and was just fantastic. 34-44, 291 yards, 3 touchdowns, fighting through that ankle pain, made it happen. Folks, we are not worthy. He is one of a kind, Patrick Mahomes. We are grateful that he is the Chiefs quarterback, and he showed again why he's just built different than everybody else. Who is the Chiefs MVP against the Bucs? This is kind of hard to narrow down because you could go Mahomes, you could go Kareem Hunt, you could go Travis, DeAndre Hopkins. There's a lot of worthy individuals for this performance. Even with the standouts, it still feels like a team win, too. If you had to narrow it down, who was the MVP tonight against the Bucs? Wait in the comment section and let us know. Today's show is sponsored by GameTime. GameTime is the place to go for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Whether you're looking for tickets to sporting events, concerts, theater productions, comedy shows, and more, including tickets to see your Kansas City Chiefs, they got you covered. You choose the event you want to go to. They got the prices listed. You choose your seat with their seat views. Get the visuals, see what that seat is like, and then you're checking out with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, all major credit card providers. GameTime has a new feature called GameTime Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. GameTime Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals and great seats. You don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. They have their super deals. If you see a super deal, that's a deal you don't want to pass up on. They also have those seat views, so you can see what that seat is like. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Download the GameTime app, create an account, use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. What time is it? GameTime. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Kareem Hunt does it again. And here's the thing. So you look ahead to next week, and there's already talk about Isaiah Pacheco potentially coming back, maybe even as early as next week. Salute to Kareem Hunt. There is no need to rush Isaiah Pacheco back before he's ready because Kareem Hunt has been getting the job done week in and week out. Sure, he's not running for 20 and 30 yards at a time, but he doesn't need to. Tonight, solid night. Nearly 4 yards a carry, over 100 yards on the ground, 27 carries. And here's the thing. Bottom line when it comes to this Chiefs team, whether it's Kareem Hunt, whether it's Isaiah Pacheco, when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs, they have a winning recipe, a winning formula. I've said this before. I'll say it again. If you can run the football and play great defense, you are a championship caliber team. And despite all the peaks and valleys and all the issues we've seen with the receiving core this year, that hasn't changed. They run the football well, and they play great defense. Whether it's Kareem Hunt, whether it's Isaiah Pacheco, the run game's in good hands. Travis Kelce. People were quick to write this guy off. People were so quick to write off Travis Kelce. And I sat here on this program, and some people disagreed with me, and it's okay to disagree with me. You're just wrong. But some of y'all said he's cooked, he's washed, he doesn't have anything left. And I said, nope. Travis is still that guy. He's still the best tight end in the league. Maybe he's not as quick as he used to be a couple years ago, but he's still that guy. And when they needed him, he made it count. When he needed to make big catches, he came through time and time again. 87 is still him. He is still the go-to target for Patrick Mahomes. It showed tonight, and when we get to the postseason, he's still going to be that guy, even if you get a healthy Hollywood Brown back and DeAndre Hopkins takes a bigger role in this offense. It still begins with 87. Speaking of D-Hop, we heard from Andy Reid say in the last couple of days that D-Hop was putting in the extra work to really just learn this offense, that he was getting in early, that he was staying late, doing whatever it takes to have a full-fledged role in this Chiefs offense. And tonight showed that Andy wasn't kidding, that DeAndre Hopkins was serious about being a great receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. And what he did tonight, 8 catches, 86 yards, the ability to stretch the field compared to some of the other players, that added a whole nother element to this Chiefs offense that wasn't there previously. And this is only his second game. He's just getting started, folks. Watch out. D-Hop, what an incredible trade by Brett Veach. Brett Veach does it again. D-Hop was fantastic. Let's talk about the defense real quick. All things considered, as well as Baker Mayfield was playing, and as shorthanded as the Bucs offense was, I mean, sometimes when you're on it, right? And Baker was failing himself. Baker wasn't why the Bucs lost by any stretch of the imagination. But with that said, to still hold this Bucs offense, as well as I thought they played, to 24 points with a game going to overtime, with holding Bucky Irvin to 24 yards on the ground and only 95 total yards in the run game, I thought was a big success for Kansas City. This was not the best performance from this defense by any stretch of the imagination. But knowing that Baker was playing well, knowing that Cade Otton was playing well, to still maintain, to limit their impact, to only be 24 points. We told you earlier in the week in our Keys to Victory that you couldn't fear a shootout. That, yes, the Bucs offense is capable of putting up a lot of points as they've done this season. But that the Chiefs defense, they're good enough to get that extra stop, to force that punt or that turnover, whatever it may be, to help out that offense. And the defense, although it wasn't their best today, they did just enough. You're not always going to be an A-plus defense. Sometimes you just need to be good enough. And tonight, that Bucs, what we saw from the Chiefs' defense against that Bucs offense, they were good enough. And that's fine. How would you grade the Chiefs' performance against Tampa Bay? As clutch as it was. I know some people are going to say, you were favored by 9. I'm not going to give you an A because you didn't cover the spread. Good teams win, great teams cover. I get that. But it takes a lot of intestinal fortitude to come back from behind, as they were at the end of the third quarter, and to will one out in overtime in these rainy, tough conditions and everything. I'm still going with at least an A- tonight. That's my grade. Give me your grade in the comments section. Thanks for joining us here at the Chiefs Report. Sub for Dubs. Help us reach 61,000 subscribers. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. Go Chiefs.